when it's 100 years of the BBC, there's always a doctor. What? No, I can't change it. The review's already started. I haven't started the review yet. Oh, crap. I know these teeth. What? What? Oh, not the cricket again. Oh, wait, you know what? Let's just change again. Let's try this again. Not the umbrella again. I already had that like since the 80s. Right. Change again. What is that for? This will do it. Come on, let's start the review. Alonzi. Hello everyone, welcome to the Series 13 review, and today we're reviewing Doctor Who, the centenary special marking the 100th anniversary special of the BBC, and also part of Doctor Who as well, and it's also the episode that came out yesterday, and it's called The Power of the Doctor. So in this review, I'm going to start with the characters, the monsters, and the era of the episode, and the era of the episode. That's all I can mention in that story. It takes a long for this review about because it's been an hour long for that episode. So let's start with you then. So what I think about the power of the Doctor in this story? Well, you see, it was very good. I mean, it was brilliant. I like it. It was so much better than the other Doctor Who stories, but also it played out pretty much like an anniversary special. But it's not actually Doctor Who's 60th anniversary special because it's next year. But it's what marks the 100th anniversary special of the BBC. But Doctor Who would be very much do that special of back then. But anyway. It played out pretty much brilliant. I like the power of the Doctor. It was amazing, yes, and it's also Jodie Whittaker's last story. So that was the end of Jodie Whittaker and Chibnall as they left Doctor Who as showrunner and the Doctor. And taking over showrunner for next season will be Russell T Davies, and he'll take over the 60th anniversary special. So Power of the Doctor played brilliant because the reason why because with the classic Doctors, the classic companions coming back, and including other monsters, and including all the regenerations, and also hints and references, and also hints of what really happened to the classic Who and to this Who. Careful spoilers if you haven't watched the episode. Yep, you're all warned. So let's start with the characters. So the first character, and that'll be the important characters, also the main characters, also the oldest Doctor's companions, appeared in Doctor Who back in the classic years in the 1980s, and that is Tegan, Jovanka, and Ace. And Ace. Janet Fleeden, and Sylvie Aldred. So we'll start with Tegan. So what do you think about Tegan in this story? Well, she played very much like the Back to Classic years, and with the Peter Davison's Doctor. And yeah, I didn't have a chance to put a celery on my costume because I don't have a celery. If anyone knows how to find a celery, maybe Asda, Tesco's, I don't know. But anyway, let's go to Tegan. So Tegan in this story was very much pretty much a good character ever known, and also played out much more like angry, actual, emotional of the companion Doctor, the companion for the Doctor, as Tegan so angry the Doctor because he didn't come to meet her for a while, like Joe did back on the Sarah Jane Adventures episode Death of the Doctor. But anyway, Tegan was forgiven when accidentally he's spoken to the Fifth Doctor, Peter Davison. So I do like Peter Davison come back in this special, because it was pretty much amazing, and I like how the two companions, the companion and the Doctor, well, the older Doctor, formed together, and also apologising to Tegan, but also not apologising in the future incarnation, because in the Death of the Doctor, Jo was pretty much forgiven for the 11th Doctor, except that he's not followed his third telecom. But pretty much this apology of the Fifth Doctor was brilliant. I do like Peter Davison come back as the Doctor. He's pretty much my other best Doctor as well, and also references so much of everything that's ever happened to the Class of Who with Tegan, such as Earth Shock, and Resurrection of the Daleks. Also, didn't mention about Nyssa around then, but I'm pretty sure that Nyssa was never mentioned in this episode. But anyway, I do like the Doctor mentioned about Adric. Well, good reference, and yeah, I just want to say that Tegan played very well. The next character we're going to talk about is Ace. So Ace, yes, the most important character that everyone wanted to talk about. So what do you think about Ace? Why keep saying Ace? Ace. But anyway, Ace. So she played very much a good character, like Tegan. Played a lot like the Class of Who, and also played a lot since the Big Finisher stories. And no one's ever listened to Big Finish. I mean, if you listen to what really happened to with Ace or everything. But anyway, the Class of Who concluded with Ace's story, or Big Finish. It depends which ones are concluded. I've listened to Big Finish with Ace in the stories. I only listened to Hex's story from the Big Finishers. I was thinking to get the Big Finish story called Love and War, written by Paul Cornell. It was a good departure from Ace, from Ace. So we know what happened to Ace during after the Class of Who. Eventually she got fallen out with the Doctor. Well, in season 26, eventually when the whole season was cancelled, the Doctor and Ace were still trapped together. But eventually Ace could fall out with the Doctor, and eventually they got meet each other and they've forgiven each other again. As he did, the Doctor Ace can't forgive the Doctor for mid-later trying to change who she is. But she was alright. I mean, it was a good reference to back then. But when she mentioned about Fallout, I think there's something to do with Love and War. I think that was the reference back then. If anyone can comment me if Love and War was a departure for Ace or another thing departure, because in the original ending of Ace before departure, if the Doctor Who was never cancelled back then, Ace was supposed to leave the Doctor when he went on the academy with on Gallifrey to join the Time Lords, as the Doctor wanted to train her as a Time Lord, and that was that final departure was properly meant to happen. But that didn't happen. But I think falling out was a good departure for Ace. But anyway, I think I think a little bit like Ace going to the Academy as a Time Lord. It did happen well in this universe, as Ace was captured by the Time Lords and raised her memory and trained her to be a Time Lord, and he left back and he headed back to Earth. But anyway, I do like how this whole untold story was mainly good, because it was supposed to return the Ice Warriors with the Seventh Doctor. The Seventh Doctor would have encountered the Ice Warriors, but that really didn't happen, did it? Including Colin Baker on mission to Magnus. But anyway, I do like Ace returning this story and pretty much come back and fit all together of the timeline for the Seventh Doctor, and very much good. I mean, that great work, Ace. Great work, Sophie Aldred. I like you to come back in that story. Yeah, yes. She was supposed to come back in the Sarah Jane Adventures story, but eventually when Sliver Satan passed away, that not happening. But anyway, now let's go to the next character. So the next character, it's another Doctor Who classic companion, or a character, Kate Stewart, played by Gemma Redgrave. From Capaldi's era and Matt Smith's era, who's also related to Brigadier Alistair Gorman Ledbridge Stewart. So what I think about Kate Stewart in this story? Well, she was played very much like his father, Brigadier Ledbridge Stewart, and also played a good part back in the Flux arc and of the Matt Smith's era and Capaldi's era. But anyway, But anyway, I had nothing to say to her. She played brilliant, and also against in the Cybermen, like he did with the Cybermen again on Death in Heaven, and including a lot of big references and also big moments with the Brigadier, and including making her boss of it. And I like Unit coming back. I like Unit coming back in the story. I hate when Unit was suspended back in the New Year's Day special in 2019. But anyway, it came back, and well, I don't know if it was new back then. Because people say that Unit has come back as a new operative now. Unit. But anyway, Unit's played out just pretty much the same Unit but anyway, that's alright. And also, she wanted to recruit all the Doctor's companions to be part of Unit. I mean, that's a good option, yeah. The next character would be called the Doctor's evilest enemy, the Master, played by Sacha Dhawan. So what do you think about the Master now in this story? Since we last saw him on the Timeless Children when he from Gallifrey on the last season finale, and for the Master, it played like John Simm's Master, and also pretty much crazier than every Master. But also, I think Sacha Dhawan played very good in this story, and also pretty much the baddest villain ever. But the one thing that's really shocking me about is about with the Master going disguised as Rupertus. Is that his name? Rupertus. Yeah, it's hard to say that name. But anyway, playing the music of him. I mean, what the hell is a dance master? You call me like Johnson did in David Tennant's era? What is this? What is this shot? Baby. Anyway, the Master's stance was pretty much brilliant. I mean, Lacey and I was so funny when the Master downloaded it. I do like them. I do like. Anyway, there was one thing that shocked me about the Master was regenerating to the Doctor. When the Doctor regenerated to the Master, as the Master was trying to regenerate. To make the Doctor regenerate to him. I mean, it was. Oh my God! It was like every villain. It's like every villain fan for the Master. I mean, the Master regenerate to the Doctor, generate to the Master. What? But yeah, I'm saying David Tennant's line. What? Anyway, I just want to say, the Master played very much good in this story, but. And pretty much brilliant, But anyway, I think that was the end of him, that Sacha Dhawan as the Master. But anyway, we saw him died in the story. I'm not sure we're going to see the Master coming back again, because the Master always come back. Because we thought that Misty was supposed to die because she's the Master, and then she came back again as Sacha Dhawan. Maybe that can happen again, or that may be the end. I mean, we can never know. The Master can never be stopped. So the next character is the Doctor's other companion, and that is Dan Lewis, who is in the Flux arc, and including the Doctor's companion around the last year, over a year. So what do you think about Dan in this story? Well, Dan played very very good in the beginning. I mean, talking about in the train. I mean, something about train. But so yeah, Dan. So Dan. Well, his departure in this story. We'll just see him leaving, but he was only in the beginning of the episode, and then he just leaves, like Dan, like Graham. I mean, I think it's the first time ever Doctor companion ever had to leave in the beginning of the episode. I mean, or is it? Or is it? I don't know. But anyway, pretty much like. But anyway, I will miss Dan. I think she played a little okay as the companion, as like Graham, but still a little fine, really. Anyway, his departure was okay. That's all I can say for Dan. So next, what we're going to talk about is the next Doctor's companion, and that is, well, this sequel not coming out, is Yaz, played by Amanda Gill. So what do you think about Yaz in this story? Well, Yaz, played a lot like any Doctor's companion as a relationship. I thought that Yaz was supposed to watch the Doctor to regenerate, generate two David Tennant. But anyway, that was pretty much the end of the Chibnall era. That Yaz had to leave the moment when the Doctor has to regenerate. But eventually Yaz was confirmed he was not coming back as the character again from the next season or the special anyway. But anyway, Yaz's departure in this story. It was very sad. It was very sad. I almost cried. I mean, here's a clip that Lacey videoed. Yeah, I was about to cry then, but it was actually heartbreaking. It was not for Yaz, but Jodie as well. That's what the next character got next. Doesn't matter now because Yaz and the Doctor's relationship has come to an end. But the Doctor's about to regenerate. She's dropped her back home, and. But anyway, I'm pretty much like Yaz as the biggest, longest companion ever known with the Doctor. But anyway, great work, Yaz. You did well. Yeah, I mean, Bandip, you did well. Yeah, I finally got her name right. Next we're talking about some of the Doctor's all his faces, or the Doctor who's all his faces and companions, and that is the Doctors. So I do like Bradley Walsh. I mean David Bowdley is coming back in as the Doctor again. We last saw him on Twice Upon a Time in the Christmas special of Capaldi's last story. I do like him as the Doctor, as the first ever incarnation. Well, it was William Hartnell, but still he played very much well, and I do like him as the Doctor again, and Colin Baker. I was not okay. Well, I was a little okay for Colin Baker because I kind of forgiven him now because before the cancelled Doctor Who episodes was supposed to be done, like the Nightmare Fair. But anyway, Colin Baker he played really brilliant. So that Peter Davison, like I said before, he did great. Sylvester McCoy, the best Doctor, and I really ever since the Doctor was cancelled, and I like him coming back, and Paul McGann, the 8th Doctor. I was okay. I mean, I got nothing to say with Paul McGann as the Doctor again, but anyway, I wish he would have done more for Doctor Who, except one story on the Doctor Who movie, but that he blued. And also Jo Martin's Doctor. Jo Martin's Doctor, she played well. She was okay from the Fugitive of the Judoon and the Timeless Children, and the Flux arc was in one of the episodes. But anyway, Jo Martin's Doctor played okay in this story. We may get to see Jo Martin again as the fugitive Doctor, maybe probably around in the future of the season in Russell T Davies era. Maybe conclude because this before the special was conclude the Timeless Children arc, but eventually it just concluded a normal special. But that's good. We'll keep the Timeless Children. I mean, Timeless Child and about who the Doctor's real identity and who she really is, where she's from, about next season, because we're not ready to know the truth of the Doctor yet, because we always know Doctor Who always goes on. So then final character, and almost forgot all the other Doctor companions between all the classic companions, like return of Melanie Bush, played by Bonnie Lanford, Jo Jones, Jo Grant, but she changed her name because she got married. Played by Katie Mae, Ian Chesterton, played by William Russell, playing Russell. I mean, it's brilliant that Ian Chesterton come back as the first ever Doctor's companions back in William Hartnell's era. I mean, brilliant. I mean, it's like playing like playing like an anniversary special, and pretty much brilliant. Yeah, I do like it, and I do like it. I do like them coming back. They were all just in cameos about in a meeting of all the companions, talk about the trip of the Doctor, but still, like Ace and Tegan got their full arc as the Doctor's companions in the storyline, and also Bradley came back, aka
the chase is on.
Thank you, back, Redley.
It is time to bring on the chaser.
And also Dan and Yaz, and anyway, all the companions just meet each other, and that's it. And the next character, the final character, is Jodie Whittaker as the 13th Doctor. So, Jodie Whittaker as the 13th Doctor, she played pretty good, and and it was just I was pretty much a little emotional sad. I mean, my heart was almost broken in that then, but I feel like it was okay. I mean, her departure. I didn't nearly really gonna cry. I was just heartbreaking. But the only thing it only joined me in the story with all the Doctor's companions coming back, and that made me better. But the Jodie's departure, it was alright. It was alright, Bailey. So, but anyway, I will miss Jodie Whittaker. Jodie Whittaker came down one of the most best doctors, the most best first ever Doctor Who female ever known. Yeah. I will miss Jodie. I mean, all the time she spent together. I mean, all the countries, or all the facets that she'd been through. I mean, yeah. In the beginning, yeah, she was supposed to be a villain, but no, she became the Doctor. But anyway, she did a good job in this run to Clean Chibnall. Chibnall's era played out pretty much the most popular eras, but it did have its flaws back then. But anyway, Jodie Whittaker's era. I mean, Jodie Whittaker, I will miss her. Probably we may see her again, but probably in the future. I mean, I don't know if she's ever come back to the Doctor again. I mean, I don't know, but we'll see. But anyway, it's just this is her final end now. But final end. I mean, over a beach. I thought the Master and the Doctor were going on the beach as to fight each other, but anyway, it was rumored that the beach will be the ending of the 13th Doctor, and yeah, I felt like heartbreaking now. She was like David Tennant to me, but anyway, I do like David Tennant coming back as the Doctor again. I mean, David Tennant. I mean, what? I mean, why would he ever come back? I mean, he's now playing the 14th Doctor. That's what it says on Wikipedia. I mean, people were very shocked at how the Doctor, I mean, the 14th Doctor, generates to him to generate to himself again, the 10th incarnation. But anyway, I don't understand how it makes sense because maybe it's because David didn't want to be the 14th Doctor and want to be played in the 3 specials of the 50th anniversary special. It's like giving Boris another chance as Prime Minister. I mean, that David Tennant, he gave him a chance to be played the Doctor again, but Boris, that really happened, did it? So, and next. So that's all the characters. Now we get to the monsters of the episode. So the monsters of the episode is also the Master. Well, not the Master because he was in the character I just already reviewed. And so it's the Daleks and the Cybermen. So the Daleks and the Cybermen are very much a good choice for the special. Well, every special with the Daleks or Cybermen. But it depends what it was too. But anyway, let them join together. I mean, we haven't seen the Cybermen and the Daleks working together since they first seen each other back on Doomsday. That was Billy Piper's last story. But anyway, the Cybermen. I mean, and also Ajaya from The Timeless Children and the Inception of the Cybermen. I mean, what was with the teeth? I mean, you had to brush those teeth properly. Yeah, you need to brush them. Yeah, you want a tooth? You want someone to give you a toothbrush? But anyway, I like the Daleks coming back because I liked how the Tegan and Ace have separated against 2 enemies. Because Ace against the Cybermen, a little reference of Earthshock, and the Daleks with Ace batting them like reference of Remembrance of the Daleks. I mean, brilliant. I'm very much heartbroken of all these enemies, and I'm happy that they fought each other and also came back together and worked together with the Master, and so yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah. So. And also the era of the episode. So the era of the episode, I mean, that means what the locations are. So I do like the unit base set in a building, a lot top building. It was pretty much good. A big set for the building. I've got nothing to say for that era, for the set. And volcanoes, like very action, like the action movies, and also the train. I mean, I thought it was something to do with like the Orient Express, but something to do with Gus. But no, it's not. But the train, and also like the companions coming in the 10th Doctor's spacesuits back in the Impossible Planet. I mean, it was pretty much good. I mean, pretty amazing in their own suits. I mean, if you have watched my Doctor Who fan film of the Caesar Mars, it was just like when I did the spacesuits in that one, in this one. And also on the beach when the Doctor regenerated, it was a very good choice because it pretty much references back when the Doctor found his TARDIS on the Ghost Monument. A good choice because the TARDIS did regenerate did change back on the Ghost Monument, and then the Doctor regenerate in the beach. I mean, it's a good point at how the era ended with Jodie Whittaker in his last sunset, like he did on Legend of the Sea Devils when he had his last view with Yaz on the beach. But anyway, I do really gonna miss Jodie and also Suji Gatra becoming the next Doctor. Well, not the next Doctor, the 15th Doctor, because David Tennant will be first, and then Suji Gatra next. But anyway, it's a shame we have to wait for next year for November in the 60th anniversary special, but on Doctor Who's birthday. But anyway, I'm gonna be able to go wait because I'm going to collect all the Doctor Who DVDs, all the classic Who's, and also watch them in order. And also, that is the end of this review, of the season 13 review, because Jodie Whittaker is about to end, and I think this review will have to end. That's probably yes. So that's it. That's my last review of Jodie Whittaker's era, and I hope you enjoyed watching all the reviews I did over the past 4 years. 4 years since the beginning of Jodie Whittaker, and I hope you enjoyed it, because it's not the end of this review, because in probably next year I will do the review of all the Doctor's eras in one each single of a review. So yeah, the review these review episodes videos will come out every month between the beginning of January and maybe around the end of 2023. So and also, guys, if you want me to review some of the episodes of from the first Doctors or maybe the other Doctors eras go comment or send me a message on Facebook. I will send a message on Facebook about the review of the first Doctors reviews and also tell me which episode or maybe other episodes you want me to review, and because I will review the whole era, and so maybe you can tell me the review most of the episodes. It has to be one each episode in each seasons of the Doctors. So don't go away. So thank you for watching. Comment below, see me on Facebook, and anyway, that's the end. I'll see you next time. Talio! And or should I say, Alonzi?